As a young teenager, Sabrina Elba experienced a turbulent and traumatic time when her mother escaped an abusive relationship, fleeing thousands of miles from Toronto to Vancouver with her 5 children, which is why supporting women in similar situations is a cause that is extremely important to her. I feel that in the UK, there isn't enough resource for women going through domestic abuse, says the 35-year-old model and businesswoman as she talks to Hello about the work of London-based domestic violence charity Storm Family Centre, which is taking part in Big Gives Women and Girls fundraising campaign. Sabrina tells us, "One of the reasons I want to help is that my mum was a victim of domestic abuse by my stepfather. We come from the Somali community, which isn't necessarily supportive in speaking out about difficulties within your marriage." The model went on to become an ambassador for Storm Family Centre and became friends with its founder Marie Hansen, herself a survivor of domestic violence. Sabrina, who runs the Sable Labs skincare brand with actor husband Idris, 52, and recently co-produced sci-fi thriller podcast Halfway with him, reveals how a roundtable support session with her mum and women at the center was cathartic for her. "One time we went in and had an amazing session. I think people forget that we need to listen to the people who are going through these issues. We learned so much that day," she says. "Meeting people in these situations has helped me overcome some of my own trauma. I needed to unpack that a bit and get through that with my mum. It was healing. Women in that situation need the conversation. You need to be able to speak about your trauma." Opening up about her own experience in Canada between the ages of 12 and 15, Sabrina explains the need for increased resources for women in the UK. "We left Toronto and fled to Vancouver, to a safe house where they had horses. There was this beautiful group of women, there were other people's kids. They made you forget all about it because that support was there and the resources were there." Supporting Storm Family Centre. Interested in supporting a charity helping women, Sabrina got in touch with Marie, who founded the centre in 2004 to provide services to residents in Wandsworth and the surrounding London boroughs. The initials of Storm, which has been visited by the Queen, a longtime campaigner against domestic violence, stand for support, trust, opportunity, rebuilding, and motivation. The charity is committed to addressing social issues such as sexual violence and exploitation, domestic abuse, poverty, long-term unemployment, and youth crime. It is focused on providing empowerment and opportunities for people to gain education and build confidence. Marie, who also runs a children's center, focuses on helping the whole family and runs an open-door policy and buddy peer support system. "As soon as I met Marie, I understood that she's a pillar of the community," Sabrina says. "She reminds me so much of my mum, who's so selfless with her time and has such a big heart. Marie has this warm embrace and brings everyone together." Big Gives Women and Girls Match Fund runs until Thursday. To have a donation to your chosen charity doubled, visit donate.bigv.org/women-and-girls-2024.